standing, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm testimony about you will be the truth, the whole truth, and the truth, and the peaceful night today for the
Yes, Your Honor.
That's it. Ma'am, you're not working, you do not receive any government assistance, is that correct?
Correct.
You have a vehicle worth about $10,000, which you owe $7,000 on, is that correct?
I no longer have that vehicle, but I have it on it for the last 6 months.
We left the other asset questions blank, and we'll hand that down. If you don't own a piece of property, put a 0 or MA or something in there. You put NA on the other asset questions, ma'am, or you don't, you do not own any property at all.
No, sir.
I'm going to appoint public defender, assess the people who are administrative fee to pay 14 days after the release. He's been bound over for a false report. There's no indictment. No, not public defender. Did I write that? That's happened. Mr. Sproles, can you take an appointment?
Yes, Judge.
Of course, I'm going to appoint Brad Sproles.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. The case was scheduled for May 8th. The state has filed a motion to increase bond, which Mr. Sproles, anticipating the appointment today, has agreed to hear today. Is that still the case, Mr.
Judge, it is, and anticipating being appointed, I've prepared a response to that, and I've provided a copy to the state. If we could mark that file.
Of course, the other thing, it's not. We'll go forward with the motion, but another issue is that Ms. Boswell is being held on contempt out of the juvenile court, Bristol Juvenile Court.
We're aware of that, Judge.
Yes, sir, we do. One witness. Brian Fraley. State your name.
Brian Fraley.
You solemnly swear or affirm testimony about the guilty of the truth, the whole truth, and the truth.
Yes, sir, I do.
State your name for the record.
Brian Fraley.
And where are you employed?
Tennessee Bureau of Investigation.
And what do you do there?
I'm a special agent criminal investigator.
How long have you had that job?
Since 2006.
And were you assigned to investigate the disappearance of Evelyn Boswell, the assistant Sullivan County Sheriff's Office in that task?
Yes, sir.
And do you know when that investigation began?
Yes, sir. February 18th of 2020.
And how did that investigation begin?
It was originally a DCS referral that Evelyn Boswell was missing, but also went to the Sullivan County Sheriff's Department.
And did you have a date as when, according to the referral, when she'd last been seen?
It was December 26th, 55 days from the time of the report.
Okay. And did you obtain the name of the mother and the legal guardian of Evelyn Boswell?
Yes, sir, we did.
And who was that?
Megan Boswell.
Is she here in the courtroom today?
Yes, sir.
Can you identify her?
Yes, sir. She's to my right here.
She was next to Mr. Sproles.
Yes, sir.
Did you determine from the referral the age of the child at the time of the disappearance?
Yes, sir.
What was that?
That was about a year.
Now, as part of the investigation, was Megan Boswell interviewed by you and other law enforcement agents during the pendency or during this investigation of the disappearance of Evelyn Boswell?
Yes, sir, she was.
And you conducted the interview one-on-one with her on, or at least you with the lead interviewer on at least one occasion.
Yes, sir, I did.
And did you review the other interviews or statements of interviews conducted by other law enforcement agents?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Boswell. Based on her responses in your investigation, did you come to the conclusion that false statements were made by Ms. Boswell?
Yes, sir, several.
And as a result, she was charged with at least one count of false report by affidavit complaint in Bristol Sessions Court. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what was the effect of the false statements on the investigation?
Because an Amber Alert was issued, various resources were expended, man hours, time, but the most crucial thing is time lost.
And what was that?
Anytime an Amber Alert is issued, time is of the essence.
Now, these resources were not just by the TBI, is that correct? Were there other agencies involved?
TBI, of course, all Sullivan County Sheriff's Department, criminal investigation team, FBI was brought in, dozens of agents and investigators.
So I want to go to March 6th this year. And was there a search conducted at the residence of the Boswell family on that date?
Yes, sir, there was.
And when I say Boswell family, we're talking about the defendant's father, brother, and grandmother. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes, sir.
And what was found upon that conducting that search?
There was a body, a child, approximately a year and a half old.
Even though it's not been positively identified by forensic testing, did that child appear to be the same age, same size as the photographs and the information you obtained even from the defendant about the child's characteristics?
Yes, sir.
What else was found there?
The clothing with the prior interview of Ms. Boswell, clothing described in that interview was exact clothing that was found on this child.
What else was found there?
There was various child clothing, diapers, toys, that kind of thing that would belong to the child.
Based on your conversations and observations of the defendant during the investigation, did she currently have a did she then have a residence? Did she have a place where she lived and stayed?
No, sir, she did not.
Is she currently employed?
No, sir.
Would she be able to go back to where she was working before while this investigation was pending?
Most likely not.
Okay. Were you aware of any out-of-state and out-of contacts during the relevant dates in this investigation the defendant has with other individuals?
Through the investigation, we identified 3 states, Virginia, North Carolina, and Texas.
Her mother drove to North Carolina, is that correct?
That's correct.
And the mother's boyfriend, Mr. McLeod. And did you also determine that the defendant had made trips out of state?
Yes, sir.
And where was that?
Texas.
And when was that time period?
The fall of 2019.
Also, were there trips out of town made outside the Tri-Cities?
Yes, sir.
Where was that?
Knoxville, Gatlinburg, Sevier County.
That's all the questions we have this time.
Agent Fraley, you were describing trips outside of Sullivan County. You said Texas. Do you know when that trip occurred?
I believe it was October 2019.
Okay. Prior to the events here?
Yes, sir. Right.
And then you described trips to Knoxville or Gatlinburg.
Yes, sir.
Do you know when those occurred?
I don't have the exact dates. I don't recall those.
Okay. Can you say since the investigation has been ongoing that she's been out of state?
To my knowledge, she is not.
And then during your investigation, did you have a chance to look at the criminal background or any prior convictions from Ms. Boswell?
Yes, sir, we did.
And what did you find?
No criminal history.
Okay, she's never been convicted of anything.
No, sir.
And did you see that she had never been charged with any kind of failure to appear?
That's correct.
Okay. You described that she has some contacts out of state. Does she also have contacts here in Sullivan County, family members here?
Yes, sir, she does.
Could you say that the majority of her family contacts and relationships are here in Sullivan County?
Yes, sir.
That's all the questions we have.
This one, during the pendency investigation, she was in Virginia, is that correct?
I'm sorry.
She was in Virginia, the defendant, during the time of the investigation of disappearance. She did go into Bristol, Virginia,
Yes,
Washington.
that's correct.
That's all. No further judge.
Ms. Ross.
That's a question.
During your investigation, did Ms. Boswell make any inculpatory statements with regard to the death of Evelyn Boswell?
You say culpatory or culpatory? Yes.
I've asked the question. Do either parties have questions? No, not this time. Any other proof?
No, Your Honor, for the state.
Any proof, Mr. Strauss?
No, Judge.
While the court is aware from the proof today that Ms. Boswell does not have prior criminal history, does not have history of failing to appear on the court appearances, has family ties in the Sullivan County area. The proof also is that she has ties to Virginia and ties to Texas, at least that she's gone to those two states. I'm not nearly as was concerned with the fact that she'd gone to Knoxville, Sevier County. I am concerned that she has, especially ties to Texas. The court's also considered that during the pendency of an investigation, Ms. Boswell has made inappropriate statements with regard to the death and when I weigh the positive and negative factors that we have to consider for bond, length of residency, employment, proof was that she's not working now, which is frustrating, but that she wouldn't be able to go back to that same job in the doctor's opinion. We discussed family ties and relationships, reputation, character, mental condition. I think that's going to be a negative factor given the statements that she's made pertaining herself and her child's death. She has no prior criminal history. Nature of the offense is here was false statement, but it's regarding the surroundings, the disappearance, and what we believe will be ultimately the death of the child. From listening to the proof and reading the affidavit, the probability of conviction for the false statement seems to be high. She has no criminal record. No one's testified here today or members of the community who have vouched for her. Weighing the positive and negative factors, courts have the opinion that the bond should be increased. They'd be increased to $150,000. Now, General, when's this case going to go? Probably April.
We have a date, the next grand jury, I think, is next week. I don't think we'd be ready then, but I think we would be ready to present the case and some other related with the false reports. We intend to submit those in April.
I'm going to put it on May the 8th. That's what it's original. That's the 9th of May. That's my Thursday. May the 8th.